Hi. So I have this question that is a very popular question. Is it okay for Christians to drink? Should Christians drink? I love a glass of wine. I love getting together with my girlfriends. We have great laughter. We have wine. We eat a lot, and we talk. Most time when we have our girls' night out, we'll pray and discuss different issues in each person's life and encourage one another. And yes, to me, I believe God has given us freedom. Freedom in every area of our lives. It's not limited to just one part of your life. It is open to every area of your life. And that's also in your food you eat, in what you drink. But I truly believe the key to drinking wine or having a drink, a beer if you want to, is having a balance. God is a God of balance. He wants all of us to have a well-rounded life. We're his children. He knows what evil looks like. He knows what good looks like. And yet, he still created it. Everything was created for God. He created it. And so, even for us, he wants us to understand in our lives that all these things exist, but there is a balance to it. And going as far as food, we should enjoy whatever food we desire to eat. You know your health, you know what you should do and what you shouldn't do, how much you should take in and how much you should reject. Same with having a drink. You know that absolutely, it's not just about drinks. Many times we put most of us as believers put things in a box. We're free. We're no longer in a box. But we must live in truth. We must be open and honest. And what do I mean by that is if you're going to have a drink and you're going to do it in excess, it is a sin. It is wrong. We should not do absolutely anything. Not eating, not shopping, I'm guilty, not drinking, anything in excess. Our life should be in a sense of balance. We should balance our lives to be the best representation of who Jesus is. And so the answer to your question, which must be on many people's mind, yes, for me, I absolutely do not see anything wrong with drinking, as long as you're not doing it in excess. What do I mean by that? You don't get drunk, because if you get drunk, you're going to behave in a manner that is not pleasing to God. Scripture tells you that. You look it up in Proverbs. We should not drink in excess to where we behave inappropriately. So normally when my girlfriends and I go out, we'll have one drink. Rarely, if we're hanging out at my home, we'll probably have more than one. We'll have two. But there has never been a time where I have noticed any of us has gotten drunk or gotten to a place of where we would behave inappropriately. And so I believe that eating and drinking is just what it is. It's freedom to enjoy life. At the same time, you do have to be balanced. Overeating is a sin. If you're eating to where you are uncomfortable and you are so miserable, that is not right. You're not doing justice to your body. If you're at a place where you're not comfortable with yourself and you're desiring to work out or lose weight and you're still eating in excess, excessively, it's wrong. So, to answer the question, absolutely nothing wrong. I have not seen in scripture, you could prove me wrong, I have not seen in scripture where you should not eat a certain thing or you should not drink. And just before someone jumps all over that, the statement I just made about where in scripture, we're talking about the New Testament, not the Old Testament, because God said to Peter, kill and eat. And he says, but Lord, nothing unclean has ever entered into my body. And he says, do not call anything that I've blessed unclean. God permits us to eat anything. And another part in scripture tells us, wherever you go and someone places food before you, it may be a different culture, maybe a different race, you eat what is placed in front of you. So, if that's the case, then God would be setting us up for failure. And I doubt he's ever going to do that, because he has a great plan for our lives. And that plan is to live out his great plan. And so he does not desire for us to fail. He desires for us to live a life of freedom and live victoriously and give him all the praise, the glory, and the honor in our behavior, in our love, in our life. So I hope I answered that question. I hope it was a blessing. And keep sending your questions, and I appreciate them.